We're back live at the Eye at the 2018 Potato Expo. And with us, we've got some researchers who are working on some very exciting projects. First up, we've got Chris Mcintosh, Professor of Agriculture, Economics at the University of Idaho. Thanks for joining us. And we've got Neil pronounce your last name, sorry.
Gudmestad.
Okay, at the University of Distinguished Professor and Endowed Chair of Potato Pathology at North Dakota State University. So tell me about one of the projects that you're working on together.
Well, one of the ones is we're working on tuber necrosis viruses. These are, there are 3 different viruses involved in this that when they infect the plant, they cause necrotic lesions inside the tuber and make them totally unmarketable.
And what is this research hopefully going to accomplish?
Well, there's a number of things we're trying to accomplish, but perhaps the most important is taking a good hard look at the way we do seed certification, both from a economic standpoint and from a governmental regulation standpoint, so that we more closely or are better able to react to diseases like the ones that Neil just discussed.
So your field is economics. What is the economic impact if you can pull this research together and have a product, if you would, that can give the grower, that can give the industry markers?
That's a pretty complex, there's a complex answer to a fairly simple question, but just to give you an idea, some recent research we conducted shows that the impact of even the non-tuber necrotic varieties of potato virus Y cost the state of Idaho around $33 million a year. So
and that's just Idaho?
That's just Idaho. So nationwide, it would be bigger, but here's the problem. If all those potatoes that are not on the market, all of a sudden were on the market, the price of potatoes would plummet. And we don't have a way to measure that impact either.
But if we look at the disease aspect of it, obviously being able to prevent these diseases helps the grower, helps the industry, helps agriculture as a whole. So how do you balance the economics, the supply and demand in order to have a continuing strong market?
Well, that's a question outside of my expertise. The problem we are dealing with, though, is that 2 of these viruses are soil-borne. And so seed is moving it around the country. And and as a result of that, and seed certification not dealing with soil-borne diseases, we're rapidly approaching a point where the entire country is going to be contaminated with this virus, and then we have no levers to pull to control either virus. So what Chris and I and Stuart Gray and Amy Charkowski and others are trying to do is to get awareness of the industry to make sure we can deal with this now while we still have an opportunity, because the stress this is going to put on the potato economy is going to even get greater and greater.
So what should and could, whether it's National Potato Council, Potatoes USA, and all the growers that are here at the Potato Expo, what kind of support do you need from them? And what kind of awareness do we need them to acknowledge in order to get this research, to help them?
Well, we were able to get a big grant from the federal government. I guess it was 4 years ago because we're in year 4. And the industry was very supportive in doing that. In the system that we're getting the money from, its stakeholder support is absolutely critical. It's 50% of the evaluation process.
Oh, wow.
And the wonderful thing about the National Potato Council and the U.S. Potato Board, Potatoes USA, is that they are able to organize a lot of individuals to write support letters.
Exactly.
We are just now submitted a second grant that I'm involved with, and we got 92 letters of support.
Wow.
That's overwhelming. And so when the stakeholders, who are all reviewing it, non-potato people, are reviewing this from a stakeholder point of view, see that there are 92 processors, potato growers, allied industries from coast to coast supporting this research, it gives us a good opportunity to be able to compete.
Sure. So what did you learn here at the Potato Expo this year that maybe you didn't know before you got here?
That's an interesting question. I floated some ideas in our session yesterday. One was that we quit doing the regulatory aspects of seed certification and replace it with a market-driven system. And the thing that I learned was that there's actually some interest in that. Whether it'll actually happen, I don't know, but it was just sort of a wild idea I had on the fly. What amazes me about this industry is how well organized it is, how supportive of the research, how much desire there is to solve these problems, because the risk factors in growing potatoes are high enough without new diseases coming down the line. And so I think it's important that we do what we do to try and help the industry out.
And without the process of an organization getting in the way, and what you point out is NPC and Potatoes USA really getting behind this is helping move it forward.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's definitely true.
There's no doubt.
So what did you learn here that you didn't know before you got to Orlando?
Well, what I really learned is I've been in this business for almost 41 years, in the potato business as a researcher, and there are still facets and areas and individuals that I haven't met before. And the networking here is really important in my career, because I'm going to be retiring soon. But in a second career, I want to still be involved with the potato industry. And I met a lot of really interesting individuals, and I learned a lot about companies that I didn't know about. And that was, for me, the thing that I really learned.
Terrific. Well, thank you both so much. Keep up the good work.
Our pleasure.
We're going to get that word out there right here on Facebook Live and on YouTube and the NPC website. So stay tuned for more right here at the Eye.